We are live, and I am on a journey to hear every song ever recorded. And I am a big fan of Rocked, Spectrum Pulse, Crash Thompson, John over at ARTV. I watched the whole stream. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing, right now, we're going to look at the chat document that Luke is always talking about, right? We're going to look at it, and I'm going to give my opinions on it. We're just going to jump right in. Welcome home, Coheed and Cambria versus King Diamond. I'm not a huge fan of either band right now. I haven't listened to a lot of them. I will give it to Coheed and Cambria tentatively. I'm going to vote Coheed and Cambria on that one. Fall Out Boy, Infinity on High versus Jimmy Eat World Clarity. I'm going to give it to Fall Out Boy on that one. Looks like I'm agreeing with everybody on that one. The Cure, Disintegration versus Nine Inch Nails, Downward Spiral. Everybody voted Downward Spiral won in their vote. I'm going to give it to The Cure. Death Cab for Cutie versus Weezer. I cannot believe this. How? How did everybody vote for Death Cab for Cutie? Weezer is like a top 10 band. Come on, man. Death Cab for Cutie, I haven't done their entire catalog yet, but I know that they're not going to beat Weezer. All right? I've been down with the clown Weezer since they came out with, like, on one of my dad's PCs back in the day. 95. That was lame. I don't know how they all voted for Death Cab for Cutie. That is redonkulous. I love you guys, but redonkulous. One Republic versus The Fray. It looks like One Republic won. I would go The Fray. I like The Fray better than One Republic. Robbie Williams, I cannot forgive the Monkey movie. Robbie Williams, I'm going to give that a thumbs down. Leave the monkey movies to Planet of the Apes. God dang you. Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, this is going to be good. Bohemian Rhapsody versus A Day in the Life. Are you kidding me? And it tied? Bohemian Rhapsody, man. Bohemian Rhapsody all the way. Bohemian Rhapsody beats everything on this so far. Right? Anybody got any contributions? Feel free to put them in the chat. All right. Limp Bizkit's Faith versus Seether's Careless Whisper. Careless Whisper. Careless Whisper is the correct answer. Falling in Reverse, All My Life versus Watch the World Burn. I guess All My Life, but yeah, I'm with them where they're just trash talking Ronnie Radke. Yeah, Falling in Reverse is not good. It's garbage. All right, now we're scrolling down. The Sex Pistols versus the New Radicals. I get it. They both only have one album. Both those albums are really good. I love both these bands. Love both these bands. In fact, I need to see if New Radicals are in my ranking system. I don't know if they are. I'll have to look into that. But the Sex Pistols win. That's interesting. I may have missed the New Radicals in my ranking system. Blood Incantation. Give it a thumbs up. Bring Me to the Horizon. Post-Human Survival Horror versus Post-Human Next Gen. Everybody voted Survival Horror. I'm going to go Next Gen on that one. Rush. Caress of Steel versus The Roll of Bones. Caress of Steel wins across the board, and I'm going to agree in this very strange instance. Here's a classic rock Coliseum history. Meatloaf, It's All Coming Back to Me Now. Oh, Meatloaf is pretty darn perfect. He's got a near perfect catalog. Linkin Park, Album Time. One More Light versus From Zero. And I can't believe that One More Light wins here. I'm going to go. I love both those records. I love almost everything by Linkin Park, but I'm going to go From Zero beating One More Light. I love One More Light. I'm a defender of One More Light. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Evanescence versus Maroon 5. And you know what? I'm going to take the popular vote and I'm going to say Maroon 5. It feels awful to say this, but I think Maroon 5, they've got more good songs than Evanescence. Unfortunately, they're an awful band these days. But Evanescence is just kind of mediocre in a lot of cases. And Maroon 5 have some real highs in a mountain of trash. That's all. We'll skip that. That was painful. Cowbell Classics. Don't Fear the Reaper versus Mississippi Queen. Both good songs, but Don't Fear the Reaper. Don't Fear the Reaper is like one of those like God tier songs. You fear that song. Okay, Electric Callboy versus Baby Metal. Electric Callboy wins, and I might be seeing them with I think I'm going to be seeing them and Alien Ant Farm coming up soon, coming up in a live performance. I'm excited about that. Baby Metal's good too. Nirvana Nevermind versus Linkin Park's Meteora. Oh man, that is tricky. I feel like I've kind of gotten burned out on Nevermind, but it is better, the better record. So I'll go Nevermind. Meteora is great. It's meteoric, baby. It's meteoric, baby. Gwar versus Slipknot. I like both bands, but Slipknot is probably the best heavy band that there is. Aside from System of a Down, but they can't get their poop together. They need to get their poop collected in a poop jar. Poop jar. Overkill versus Avenged Sevenfold. Avenged Sevenfold. Pink Floyd. I was just reading about Pink Floyd being a Mortal Kombat character earlier at work. Pink Floyd beats Radiohead for sure, for me. The Sex Pistols, again, going against Temple of the Dog. That is tough. I'm going to give it to Sex Pistols, but that is tough. That's really, really tough. I need to rank Temple of the Dog. They're really fantastic. We got Pearl Jam versus Soundgarden. Love both, but I love Pearl Jam more. Machine Gun Kelly versus Kid Rock. Kid Rock, but man, that was kind of cringe. Paul Urethra. Ghost versus Sleep Token. Ghost. I get Sleep Token, Spirit Box, and Bad Omens. I get them all mixed up in my head. Band of Horses. I don't want to trash talk them. I haven't listened to their catalog in full, but they seem all right. Megadeth versus Iron Maiden. Oh, yeah. Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden for sure. Megadeth is kind of annoying. They're okay. They're okay. Nine Inch Nails versus Typo Negative. That's a tricky one for me. I'm almost... I'll say Nine Inch Nails like everybody else, but Typo Negative, that was almost a tie. Seinfeld versus Friends. This one made me a little mad at John at ARTV. Picking Friends over Seinfeld, that is sus, man. That is very sus. I usually like different opinions. But this crosses a line. Friends over Seinfeld. Are you joking? Are, whew, oh my God. If there's bands called, I wonder if there's a band called Seinfeld and a band called Friends. We'll have to type that into the Spotify's later, the Walmarts. Polyurethra again, polyurena. I'm sorry. Polyurena says Nickelback versus Green Jelly. Oh, that's such a childhood memory. That cassette tape of Three Little Pigs. Oh man, but Nickelback is good. Nickelback are pretty decent. Like up through 2008, they're like good. They're like a good rock band. Everything after 2008 is kind of forgettable, but Nickelback aren't bad. There's nothing horrendous in Nickelback's catalog. And Green Jelly are, they have some good videos. Oh man, little pig, let me in. The Misfits versus Danzig. The Misfits. Oh man, I just ranked the Misfits. Oh, so good. John doesn't like either. Oh my gosh, John at ARTV. Come on. The Misfits? You don't like the Misfits or Seinfeld? I thought we had a lot in common, John. Oh, you've infuriated me with two of these. And I know it's okay to have different opinions. Not that there's anything wrong with that. 12 rods. I think 12 rods is better than 12 stones, actually. Mastodon Crack the Sky versus Gojira from Mars to Sirius. I am a bigger fan of Gojira. If I'm going to be doing Gojira versus Mastodon, I'd say Gojira usually wins. Wonderfully Dark albums released in 1982. Springsteen's Nebraska or the Cure's Ornography. The Cure usually, mostly if it's a full album of The Cure versus a full album of Bruce Springsteen, gotta go with The Cure. Gotta go with The Cure. They're a little bit more of a good listen. Japanese Breakfast versus the Japanese House. I'm going to say Japanese House. I'm going to say House. Sewer Slut. I actually looked this one up, and I'm going to say, yep, Sewer Sluts are tight. All right. Let's see if the Hubert is not here. That's okay. Whoa, we don't want to echo, dude. We don't want to echo. All right. We are back with the rock column. Okay, what were we saying? The sluts, the sewer sluts. Battle of the Queer Country. Adine the Artist versus Orville Peck. Oh man, I'm a bigger fan of Orville Peck. His song, his cover of Cowboys Are Frequently Secretly Fond of Each Other. Crash does Apples and Oranges here, but Orville Peck. Luke and John couldn't vote. They're not big into the country, especially queer country. Adine the Artist is good as well. I like a lot of stuff. Little Sims. I'm gonna go. Not super familiar, but haven't liked what I've heard so far. Skillet versus 12 Stones. This is pretty low tier, pretty bottom tier rock and roll. I'm not sure. I would not purposely listen to either one. I'm gonna go 12 Stones beating Skillet. Seven Mary 3, I'm working on their catalog now, versus Big Wreck. I'm gonna give it to Seven Mary 3, but their catalog's kind of weak, if I'm being honest. It's The Water's Edge and Cumbersome. Those songs don't really represent what that band is about. They're not really a rock band. They're kind of like a folksy something or other. It's not what if you want Cumbersome, you're not going to get more Cumbersome. You're going to get more Cumbersome, if that makes sense. Jellyfish versus School of Fish. I'm going to go Jellyfish. Audio Slave versus Velvet Revolver. I love both. Ooh. Oh, man. I think right now I think Audio Slave is a little better across the board. Love both of them. Wish that those two would continue with new frontmen. Corey Taylor can do them both. Typo Negative? Yeah. No, I think I 4 thumbs down. 4 thumbs down. I like Typo Negative. The Beatles versus the Kinks. The Beatles. Lennon versus McCartney versus Harrison. I'm going to say, almost 3 out of 4. Harrison. Yeah, I'm going to go Harrison, McCartney, Lennon in that order. Brainiac, I'm going to say thumbs down with my current knowledge of them. Deer Hunter. Okay, Deer Hunter. I'm going to go thumbs down as well. Incubus. What did they vote? Mark doesn't like Incubus. I like Incubus. They have gotten kind of lame recently. Jax gets a huge thumb down because when my Spotify's got hacked, the person, when they weren't listening to Egyptian pop music for 24 hours a day, they were listening to Jax and Bad Bunny. And I hate you. Don't hack my Spotify anymore. Okay? I had to listen to a lot of Green Day to purge my listening habits of that bullshit. Sorry for cussing. Circa Waves versus Circa Survive. I'm going to go Circa Survive. MCR, My Chemical Romance Disenchanted versus Weezer in the Mall. Ooh. Disenchanted takes Weezer's in the Mall and does horrible things to it. Absolutely horrible. Stomps it into oblivion. Styles of Beyond, Nine Thou Superstars remix versus Cell Dweller featuring Styles of Beyond Shapeshifter. I'm going to give it to Styles of Beyond 9 whatever. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. I've never heard of either one of these bands. I'm going to go Buffalo Bills, I guess. Maybe that's a Jilly Bow Leg Week side project or something. Fall Out Boy versus Panic at the Disco versus MCR. They're all in my ranking system. MCR won here. I would go My Chemical Romance is the best, then Fall Out Boy, then Panic at the Disco is okay. I've seen Panic at the Disco and I've seen MCR live. They both did good shows. I've not seen the Fall Out Boys. Fishmans Fishman's. I'm going to go thumbs down on Fishman's so far. I don't know a whole lot about Fishman's. Metallica album versus album. Kill 'Em All versus And Justice for All. I'm going to go with Justice. Unless it's Justice League. That was one of the worst films ever made. Green Day. We got Green Day. Brain Stew versus Chicago 25 or 6 or 4. Green Day beats Chicago. Van Halen. Balance versus Aerosmith. Get a Grip. Aerosmith beats Van Halen always, no matter what the songs are or the album is. Mark is not familiar with Van Halen or Aerosmith. It does not surprise me. Okay. Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. Us lefties got to stick together, man. We don't get enough respect around this world. Lola Young. Pretty decent. Sincere Engineer. Taylor Swift's Folklore versus Evermore. Folklore is better. Spirit Box, Soft Spine versus Perfect Soul. I'm going to go Perfect Soul. Rise Against, In-Game versus Nowhere Generation. Nowhere Generation wins. And that's the consensus across the board. Golden Earring, Radar Love versus Twilight Zone. Ooh. Whew. I'm going to have to go Radar Love is the more classic tune. Block Party here. So Here We Are versus I Still Remember. I'm going to go I Still Remember. Dark Superstition by Gate Creeper. Kendrick Lamar, GNX versus Tyler, the Creator, Chromoutopia. I like both of those records, but I'm going to go with Kendrick Lamar really bringing the fire. It looks like everybody voted GNX. Crash says both were great. Good Kid, Mad City versus To Pimp a Butterfly. I'm going to go Mad City on that one. Chris Stapleton versus Zach Bryan. I'm going to go Stapleton. We got another Green Day one. Green Day, Minority versus American Idiot. American Idiot. Carnival. Okay. A thumbs up for Carnival. The Victorious Dead versus the Red Mass Ritual. The Victorious Dead. The Who versus the Stones. Yes! The Who won. I'm so surprised. The Who are my favorite classic rock band. Set It Off versus Ice Nine Kills. Ice Nine Kills. Coup de Gras. Wait, what? Coupe de Gria by CU Space Cowboy. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Coupe de Graki, man. Coupe de Graki. Coupe de Graki by Cowboy. Hot Water Music. Yeah, they're okay. Last one. Fun question. You four get to bring Zach and the Zach Tones to life. Who plays what position in the band? Luke plays bass, backup vocals, and crowd riling up. John is on custom percussion only. Mark is lead singer and piano. And Crash has to take guitar here. Okay, I want to hear Zach and the Zach Tones. Okay. We got the Fall of Troy versus the Dillinger Escape Plan. I'm going to go Dillinger Escape Plan. At the Drive-In versus The Cure. The Cure. What's wrong with you? Bare Naked Ladies, after Stephen Page left, the Bare Naked Ladies used to be my favorite band. Like before Everclear, before Green Day, before the Red Hot Chili Peppers, before Blink-182, Bare Naked Ladies were the best band in the world in like 98. And before that, they were pretty great. When Stephen Page left, and I am all about a band continuing without when members leave, I want every rock band to go on forever through the generations. I don't care if the lead singer, guitar player, bass player, keyboard player, drummer, I don't care if everybody leaves. I just want the band to keep going forever. But Bare Naked Ladies, when Stephen Page left, it got rough. It got rough. They went from the greatest band ever to not being so good. They went to just being like meh, meh, meh. Really tragic. Really tragic. I've got a lot to say about the Bare Naked Ladies. Really great band, but after Stephen Page left, they've got a few good songs now, but they used to be perfect. They used to be like the best band in the world. Arctic Monkeys versus Block Party versus Franz Ferdinand. Franz Ferdinand is the best. Then Block Party, then Arctic Monkeys. Favorite jazz album artist? I guess Coltrane. Again, I'm not super jazzed about the jazz. I need to do a deep dive into the jazz. I've done more blues. I've experimented with a lot of blues, and I haven't really gotten deep into jazz quite yet. I'm working on it. Periphery versus Tesseract. I'm going to go Periphery. Ooh, Vertical Horizon, Burning the Days. That's an album that was co-drummed and co-written by Neil Peart. I like Vertical Horizon. I'll give that album a thumbs up. Pretty okay band. The Strokes versus the Killers versus the Kings of Leon. I love the Killers, so they come in first, and then the Strokes, and then the Kings of Leon. Looks like the Killers won that round, except for John. The Strokes, really? Polyphia versus Unprocessed. I'm going to go Polyphia. Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. Yeah. Haven't ranked them yet, but they're pretty good. Poppy collabs. Van versus Suffocate. I'm going to go Suffocate. I mean, I'm not going to go Suffocate, but I like the song Suffocate. I'm going to go Suffocate. Baby Metal versus Electric Callboy. I'm going to go Electric Callboy. Again, I'm going to be seeing them with the Alien Ant Farm band coming up soon. That's going to be exciting. I hope to see you guys there. The Psychedelic Furs. They're okay. Niall Horan's pop rock music 2020 to present. That's all right. Battle of the Double Albums. You got Hardwired to Self-Destruct by Metallica versus Heaven and Hell by Sum 41. It's really sad. I love Metallica. I love Sum 41. But it feels kind of sad that a Sum 41 album will beat a Metallica album. So Mark voted Heaven and Hell. I'm surprised at that, but Metallica versus Sum 41. That's just uncomfortable to me. It's very uncomfortable because I think Sum 41 wins most of the time. Foo Fighters, All My Life versus Bridge Burning. Bridge Burning. How did All My Life get all those votes? TV on the Radio, thumbs down. Bush versus Candlebox. Love both those bands, but I'm going to go Bush. Mark is unfamiliar. 50 Cent, Into Club versus Usher. Yeah! Yeah! I got to go, yeah. Usher, 50 Cent versus Usher. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah wins Into Club. Peace out. A-Town. A-Town down. Okay, Limp Bizkit versus Family Force 5. Limp Bizkit. Okay, Weezer, Make Believe versus Nickelback. Make Believe. What is Nickelback? Oh, All the Right Reasons. Make Believe versus All the Right Reasons. I love Make Believe. All the Right Reasons is pretty good. They are both overhated. Both pretty good albums, but Weezer is perfect and Nickelback is not. Title Fight. Okay, pretty good. The Strokes versus Interpol versus LCD Sound System. I'm going to go Strokes, Interpol, and then the Sound System in the order that they were typed. Weezer, Africa versus Fall Out Boy, We Didn't Start the Fire. Ooh, that's tough. I'm going to go with Fall Out Boy one on that one. Very rare for Fall Out Boy to beat Weezer, but those are both bops. Kid Rock, Only God Knows Why versus Never Enough. Only God Knows Why. Luke says Grounded. John says Who. Mark says No. Crash says Waiter, send this one back, please. Yeah, Kid Rock's pretty annoying these days. He's got good music, though. Architect song, Black Hole. Pretty good. We're getting close to the end, guys. Can you give a reasoning why you didn't enjoy The Fragile by the Nine Inch Nails? Luke says, I liked it. John says it's a masterpiece. Mark says trend writing, a way less engaging and more, my head's bleeding, and more meat-headed experience. Oh, it tasted like blood. Production. I'll vote on The Fragile by the Nine Inch Nails. I like it. It's all right. Bill Murray, American Motorsports. Thumbs up. Dire Straits. Heck yeah, man. Elliott Smith. No. Nine Inch Nails loses to Rage Against the Machine, in my opinion. Turnover. Thumbs up. Churches collab versus Bury It or How Not to Drown. How Not to Drown. Thoughts on GNX by Kendrick Lamar. Amazing. It is really one of the best records of 2024. Beavis is and what? Beavis is and Butchied roasted winger. Wow. I don't know what that says. Chappelle Roan. No. I'm not on board yet. Mahawaka by Father John Misty. Yeah, that was pretty good. Pantera, Far Beyond Driven, or Cowboys from Hell. Cowboys from Hell. Monster is better than Red Bull. Yeah, Monster is better than Red Bull. Avril Lavigne beats Kelly Clarkson for sure. Harvey Danger versus the Toadies. Harvey Danger. Beach Boys versus the Eagles. I go Eagles. Rammstein or Burnham. I go Rammstein. Adele versus Amy Winehouse. Looks like it tied. I would go Adele beats Amy Winehouse. But Amy Winehouse is mentioned in a Green Day song, so. Gabe Lee versus Chris Stapleton versus Jason Isbell. Stapleton, then Isbell, then Lee. Alabama versus Rascal Flatts. Alabama. Everyone voted correctly. 70s, 80s Canadian rock. Loverboy versus Triumph. Loverboy. Beatles Blackbird versus Alter Bridge Blackbird. Beatles always beats Alter Bridge. Savatage versus Saxon. I'm going to go Savatage. What's the best rock metal version of a hymn? Maybe Weezer or Bad Religion did some like Christmas songs. Does that count? That would be my vote. Demi Lovato versus Ariana Grande. Demi Lovato. I just did her catalog. It was not that fun. Peter Gabriel versus Phil Collins. Ooh, that's tough. Man, that's tough. I'm going to go Peter Gabriel. Elton John's Yellow Brick Road. Heck yeah. Elton John's got a great catalog. Think you missed mine. And Speak for Yourself. I'm a Gene Heap. I like that one a lot. And that is Rock Coliseum 20. Hey, we got Hubert. I couldn't see you because I was over there at the thing. Hey! Okay, we got thrash metal or glam metal. Right now, I'm going to say glam. I'm going with the glam. I might one day start a glam metal band. There you have it, folks. Thrash metal or glam metal. It's let's see. We could do some we could do a bonus round. Let's do a real quick off the charts. Let's do DJ, not the B-52s, DJ X. I don't believe I've asked opinion. I don't believe I've stretched the truth. I'm not looking for a bargain. All I really believe in is you. I don't believe in the apocalypse. I don't believe in the end of time. I don't believe in solar eclipse. I don't believe in Valentine. We're going to do Rochambeau. Rochambeau versus Dilemma. Hubert. Rochambeau, Dilemma. Oof. I guess Dilemma. Rochambeau versus Dilemma. That's horrific. Dig Up Her Bones by the Misfits versus Landmines by Sum 41. What do you think about that one? That's kind of crazy. Dig Up Her Bones, Misfits, or Landmines, Sum 41? Oh, man. Some of my favorites, but Dig Up Her Bones wins. Spiders by System of a Down. Ooh, Spiders by Sod versus Everyone Everywhere by Blink-182. The spiders all in tune. The evening of the moon. Dreams are made winding through my hair. I have hair. Accidents, accidents, accidents from the mind. I've been reading Tom DeLonge's books. I've started going down the conspiracy theory, the books. You got Bad Voodoo by the Creeps or Crawling After You by Bass Drums of Death. Ooh, I don't know the songs like super well, but I've heard more stuff by Bass Drum of Death. Can I vote simply on that? Accidents from the mind. A lot of the network coming up. Carolina's Ultimate Netflix Tweet. The network versus Green Day again. Ultimate Netflix Tweet versus Goodnight Adeline. Green Day wins. I Want to Be Brad Pitt by Bowling for Soup versus Future Primitive. Bowling for Soup. Ooh, we got Blink's going to win this one. Gin Blossoms, Lost Horizons, loses to See You by Blink-182. Ooh, 155 by Plus 44 beats Let Yourself Go. I'm going to have to go check out some Creeps later. What is this makeup? Why do I have makeup in here? Water activated makeup. Pumpkin seeds up there too. Ooh, we got another unlimited anything versus anything. Vans Warped Tour or When We Were Young Festival. Man, I've been to the Warped Tour. Oh, I was at Warped Tour 2003 or 4. I think it was 4. I think I did 04. Went with my dad, and he was like, I think my dad would like it now. I think now my dad's like, yeah, it'd be all right. But back then he was like, this is terrifying. Yeah, I wish I could have went to When We Were Young, but I'm getting to the point where it's like it looked like too many bands. It's like every rock band that's ever existed from the beginning of time, all in 2 days. Like, dear God, we're like every band playing simultaneously. Oh, I think I'm gonna go see. There's some shows coming up I want to see. Highly Suspect might be a little too soon. Alien Ant Farm. I do want to see that. Highly Suspect and Dropkick Murphys with the Messengers and Teenage Bottle Rocket. St. Patrick's Day tour. That looks like it's coming fairly close. Warped Tour, man. Warped Tour. I could do the B-52s. Man, their catalog was pretty fun. Heavy as the Crown by Linkin Park versus Voice of Memphis by Negro Terror. I'm just getting into NT, but I think Linkin Park are a better band. Fly by Highly Suspect beats Rhinestone Eyes by the Gorillaz. That's weird. Divorce by Alex Cameron beats 8th Avenue Serenade by Green Day. Hanging by a Thread by the Offspring versus God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols. Offspring. I think the Offspring are better than the Sex Pistols. Time Bomb by Rancid. Ooh. Versus If There Ever Was a Time by the Armstrongs, the Leg Weeks. That's rough. Time Bomb versus the Armstrongs. Time Bomb, I guess, but I kind of want to vote on If Ever There Was a Time. I saw this. Blink and Alkaline Trio. I made some stupid comment on Facebook about them all switching. Like Matt needs to sing Matt needs to sing Mark's part. Mark needs to sing Alkaline Trio songs, and Tom needs to talk about aliens because aliens exist. I saw that Alkaline Trio and Blink 182. Oh man, it should be called Alkaline 182 or the Blink Trio. I hate that I skipped Alkaline Trio. It was like they were going to be playing. Like I would have to get off work and like be like dirty and in work clothes and like drive 2 hours. And I hate it. I skipped Alkaline Trio. They were an hour or two away, and I was just too tired after work. I couldn't do it. But Blink and Alkaline Trio, that would be amazing to see. Good Charlotte are talking new album coming out. The Ramones. What else? All these screenshots that I always take and forget. Alien Ant Farm going to be In My Hometown. Good Charlotte. Bowling for Soup doing the rock show. Bowling for Soup covering Blink 182. Bob Dylan movie might be okay. The new Shinedown stuff's pretty good. Dealing with, let's see, high blood pressure. Rubik's Cubes are really hard to solve. There's a Daredevil action figure. There's Tom DeLonge's book that I'm reading, Secret Machines Chasing Shadows. What is that? The Viagra Boys. I'm going to see the Viagra Boys in November. Yeah. You're going to give me 1 minute? You're going to give me 1 minute. I got to give it to Jilly Bow leg week. Crummy footage of Lincoln Park. We got some snow. We got snow here recently. Anything? Oh, there's some. No. Rock. The Darkness. I Hate Myself. Corey Taylor. Former drummer for System of a Down. Pestilence frontman. I don't even know. It doesn't snow here. Like I've lived around this same city most of my life, and we get like nasty ice where the roads are all slippery. It's not really snow. It's just like ice, black ice and white ice. Yeah, I'm going on 40, and I could probably count on. It doesn't snow every year. It snows once every few years here, and it's never that much. I think there's been, in my life, in almost 40 years, I've seen, when I was a really little kid, we had like a little bit of snow. Like here, if there's one snowflake, everything shuts down. They're just like, well, everything's closed. School is closed. We can't even do e-learning. Dear God, there's a snowflake. Don't go outside. It's the end of the world. Yeah, it's we've seen some pretty snow. This like we got it twice here recently, and it was like actual snow. Usually, it's just nasty ice stuff. But yeah, when I was a kid, there was a big snow in like 90, early 90s. And then like 2017, there was like a less than a foot of snow. And then recently we got like a few inches. And that's about it. Those are about, you know, I don't know if we've ever even got a foot. Let's see. Most, it's just so rare. Most, come on, I can't, most snow in here in this place where I am ever. The most snow we ever got. Oh, in 1902. In 1902, we got 14 inches. 1902 was like the only. I've never seen 19 inches of snow. Yeah, like I said, it's like maybe an inch or two is the most I've ever seen. Yeah, like this, maybe that's the most snow I've ever seen on the ground, and it melts. Like it doesn't stay cold enough here. It'll be a couple days and then it's all melted. A white Christmas? Yeah, I've never seen a white Christmas. I think that's some song bull crap. It doesn't ever snow on Christmas. That's just some nonsense. But yeah, Rock Coliseum. Pretty cool guys. The Spectrum Pulse, Crash Thompson. Oh, I could shuffle some more songs real quick. I've already ate dinner. Bowling for Soup. They just released the Rock Show. Oh, I gotta listen to that. Added to my library. We could totally get a copyright strike right here now. From Bowling for Soup and Blink 182. Add to playlist, baby. 2025 mix. $4 feet. That'd be like, dang. Yeah, that'd be wow. I just too been getting drunk with my best friends. We couldn't wait for the summer and the Warped Tour. 2 minutes. Okay. Bowling for Soup. Cool cover. $257. Let's see if it's the same length. Rock Show 257. It's 6 seconds longer than Blink's. Here you have it. Bowling for Soup is longer than Blink 182. I gotta listen to that. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be. Do they not cuss? It's not even explicit. We gotta hear if they say the F word. Copyright strike be darned. I'm a club on the weekend. I just keep getting drunk with my best friends. Couldn't wait for the summer and the Warped Tour. Pretty cool. We got the artwork. I noticed because I think elephants hate me. If I fell in love. Everything's better when she's around. I can't wait till Bowling for Soup come to town. The Rock Show. It's coming up. F word coming up. We were gonna move to Vegas. I remember the look her mother gave us. They said it, and they don't have the E beside the track. Very scary stuff. Bowling for Soup did not warn us that they were going to say the F word. I'm going to seek legal representation. They didn't warn me they were going to say the F word. They owe me a fucking explanation. They owe her mom an explanation. An expletive nation. Yeah, the artwork was cool. They didn't warn us that they were going to say the F word, though. Oh, Bowling for Soup. Yeah. 2025 is pretty great. We got some good music coming out. Shinedown. What's new? Jada Kiss, The Darkness have a new song. Thin Lizzy, live stuff, Rehab. The Verve have a greatest hits. Bad Flower got a new song. Smile Empty Soul have a new song. Oasis. It's going to be a good year. Going to be a good year. I'm going to do a shuffle DJ X.
Coming next, I think the songs you were all over in 2022. Starting with Billy Talent.
Okay. Good. End of Me? Ooh. Oh, End of Me, Billy Talent featuring Rivers Cuomo going up against Weezer. I'll say Billy Talent beats Weezer in that instance. Too Dumb to Die, Green Day versus Edging by Blink 182. Nothing beats Too Dumb to Die. Lots of stuff beats this. Not the One versus All Fucked Out. All Left Out. 1,000 Trees by Stereophonics loses to Best Life by Alex Cameron. Holy Toledo, Green Day. Ooh, versus 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins. Ooh, Smashing Pumpkins might win that one. Ooh, copyright. 1979. I turn that down, man.
On the way next, I'm going to talk to a mix of new releases from some artists you listen to, and maybe some other artists I just think you might like. You know, just trying to keep you on your toes a little bit. Up first, here's one from Smash Mouth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't sleep until I feel your touch. It got me listening to The Weeknd. I used to be like, ugh, The Weeknd, terrible. And now I'm like, oh, The Weeknd. That's awful. That's awful. That's awful. That's all awful. That's awful. That's awful. It's recommending bullcrap now that I've never. That's bad. Shame on you, DJ. This is pretty fun. I think I did one of these before with the Rock Coliseum. Whew. Anybody got any song versus song or anything? Beach Balls versus Cards Against Humanity. Paper versus Cell Phone. Mandarin Hibiscus versus Bic, the company. This isn't a Bic. This is Pro Mandari Clear Stick. It's got a Bic lid. I can't sleep now. I can't see your touch. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light. I can't sleep. I can't see your touch. Check it out. Woo! Listen to this again. It's clear. Is it clear? Oh yeah. That's pretty awesome. Cover up Offspring with that bull crap. Song versus song. Let's.
Next, I got music here right out of the 90s. The Offspring first.
Gone Away, the original version. Oh, versus All the Time by Green Day. It's a rare instance of Offspring beating Green Day. Carousel, Blink-182 versus the Ballad of Chasey Lane. Bloodhound Gang beats Blink-182 for some reason. Chasey Lane, I wrote to explain I'm your biggest fan. Just wanted to ask, could I? What? Right back as soon as you can. You've had a lot. Oh, God. You've had a lot of time. Had a lot of time. You've had a lot of. Dear Chasey Lane, I wrote to come strength to rather wrote me back. How could I ever? Oh. Chasey Lane. Dear Chasey Lane. We could do Chasey Lane versus Across the Sea by Weezer. That would be funny. Weezer would probably win. Ooh, that's impossible. Losing My Religion by REM versus Walking on the Sun by Smash Mouth. I can't. Oh, that's horribly impossible. I guess Walking on the Sun, but I know that's crazy. Bic pens or Bic lighters? Huh. I think I get more use out of the lighters these days for candles. Candles. I'm not smoking. I'm not smoking nothing over here a lot. But I'm typing. And now I try to write with a pen or a pencil, and I'm like, I don't know how to use these anymore. If anybody needs pens, I will sell these for, I don't know if I could autograph a pen. That might be weird. But I could sell autographed pens for $8 million a piece. She's Kerosene by the Interrupters beats a bar song by Shabuzi because The Middle by Jimmy World beats Spaceman by the Killers. Next, Bad Bunny is going to lose to Lola Young. Kendrick Lamar, TV Off, beats Die With a Smile by Lady Gaga. Ooh, Appetapa Tip. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good new pop song. Appetapa Tip, Appetapa Tip. But it's some other language. That's a weird battle. Public Enemy versus Appetapa Tip. I'll give it Appetapa Tip. Rose. Ooh, Without Me, Eminem versus 6'7" Lil Wayne wins that battle. They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, beats Saint Chroma by Tyler, the Creator. Green Day Panic Song loses to West Side Highway by Pinhead Gunpowder. I got like this horrible wound. I actually got injured during the live stream. I did like a bunch of red makeup on my face, and I thought that I thought it was makeup, and I kept scrubbing until all the skin on my nose was gone. Body Bag by The Long Shot. Ooh, versus Pieces of Truth by the Foxborough Hot Tubs. Pieces of Truth. Just got to go gut instinct. That one could make me go crazy. Before the Lobotomy by Green Day versus Two-Faced by Linkin Park. Ooh. I'll go Two-Faced right now. Still Waiting by Sum 41 beats Bomb Track by Rage Against the Machine. Hit That by The Offspring versus Roll Up by The Struts. Offspring beats Struts. Toothpaste by Linkin Park. Toothpaste? Ooh, there's a butt. Toothpaste caught in the... Toothpaste caught in my mouth. Toothpaste. Yep, I got it. I was about to Google. I was down here like toothpaste song, Linkin Park. I did it. Oh God, toothpaste. Caught in a little. Caught in a ladle. What? Caught in the little ladle. A nostalgic flashback. Full version of the Toothpaste song by Linkin Park. If you have a little in your area, go get some toothpaste. Oh God. Just Googling that, it brings up like there's the minty toothpaste alternative cover. That's too funny. It's making me want to consume things. Toothpaste caught in a mouth. Toothpaste caught in... Oh, it's stuck in my head. Ooh. Simple Plan, Bowling for Soup, lead the Warped Tour lineup. You're going to the little. You're going to the little. We got Warped Tour. The first 6 performers announced. Pennywise, Miss May I, Dance Hall Crashers, D.H. Hill, DHC, mentioned in Blink-182 lyrics, and Chandler Leighton. Wait, I don't want to subscribe. Come on, I can find it elsewhere, Rolling Stone. Stupid Rolling Stone. Okay, stupid Rolling Stone. I'll just Google it. Warped Tour lineup 2025, man. Loudwire might be better than Rolling Stone. Okay, we got who is playing where? Simple Plan, Dance Hall Crashers, Bowling for Soup, Chandler Leighton, Miss May I, Pennywise. Is that it? That's all we have so far. Holy God. That's pretty good. Where Simple Plan are good, Dance Hall Crashers are pretty good, Bowling for Soup. Ads. Pennywise are great. Where's my agent, friend? Where's my agent, friend? I think I got in a lot of trouble for having that live album by Blink 182. I would have been, I was probably shouldn't have been listening to it when it came out. That was 2000, 1985. Yeah, at 15, I probably shouldn't have been listening to Where's My Agent, Friend? All the ladies in the Who I Thee house. Hey guys, this is Satan. Hey guys. I think I made like little edited versions on cassette tapes. We got a song versus song. 1981 versus She's Gonna Bang Her Head Like 1985. Ooh, we need to do a mashup. We should make a mashup. 1985 versus 1981. Oh man. I can't betray my birth year. I can't betray my birth year. So 85, man. Anybody born in 81 is lame, horrible, terrible. Don't bang your head like it's 1981. You gotta get up on that car, shake your ass on Whitesnake's car, and bring back Springsteen, Madonna. They're still around. Way before Nirvana, that line always bugged me. 85 was not way before Nirvana. It was before they were popular, but Nirvana formed in 88. So Bowling for Soup needed to change that line, man. Bang Bang or 1981? Ooh. Just got a banger. I'd say Bang Bang. I'm going to say Bang Bang. I love 1981, but it kind of like it like goes. I kind of almost forget it when it goes off. Like 1981 has that kind of. It's way better, but it kind of has that fire ready aim feel where it just is like, whoa, this is fun. Oh, what does that song sound like again? It's way better than fire ready aim, but it's kind of. It doesn't stick with me after it goes off. I'm like, yeah, I'm banging my head. And then on to the next song. What comes after 1981 on Saviors? Saviors is a year old now. We need new Green Day. What has followed it? Saviors. What comes after Saviors? What comes after 1981? Goodnight Adeline. Yeah, 1981 is between Dilemma and Goodnight Adeline, so it's like it's a breather between those two big emotional songs. It's like My Emotional Journey with Alcohol. Your head like 1981, and then my emotional journey again, and then Police. Saviors kind of goes back and forth, like serious, goofy, serious, goofy, serious. I guess all Green Day albums do that. Serious, goofy, serious, kind of goofy, serious and goofy, serious, goofy, serious. Yeah, we'll get a 20th. We'll get a 20th anniversary. The Saviors. Oh man. They could do Saviors. What other album could they do with Saviors? So Saviors was 20. It came out in 2024. They'll be stuck with all the other 4 albums. Yeah, 20th anniversary. No. They don't want to. The trilogy and Foam are doomed. It sucks, but they did play Still Breathing from Rev Rad, which is cool. It frustrates me to no end when I look at their set list and I'm like, Green Day are playing from 6 albums all the time instead of 14. They might celebrate Warning, right? It had some big hits. Even though Warning, everybody poops all over Warning, puts it in a blender, poops on it, and eats it. Warning had one of their biggest songs. It had Minority on it. Waiting was a minor hit. They might do a little bit of something. They'll do a little something for Warning. It's not going to be a big tour. I don't even know that they would play it full. But they could play maybe they play half of it somewhere. Or maybe they play it in full once or twice. Oh, yeah. Cigarettes and Valentines. We definitely need to hear the Cigarettes and Valentines. Huh. What do I got over here yet? What is that? Oh, I was looking at, they got like a private chat. I don't know what that, I got style. I can change my style. Oh, I'm in a circle now. Brand color. I do need to pick a brand color. The heck? Ah, okay. Fonts. Yeah. Media assets. Banners. There was a version of Cigarettes and Valentines. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for Green Day 15. What could it sound like? What could it be? And I always get stuck. Like, I don't know how to predict the future. But I think Green Day are gonna stick with their kind of like variety. They've got to do some fast songs, some slow songs, little tiny bit of experimentation. They definitely got to have a blue album cover. Blue album cover, I keep going to that. 14 tracks. And I need to go super metal, glam metal. Green Day are going to go glam metal on their next album. "1972." Oh yeah, 1972 was a lost era. That was so much fun. And one of the people, I've been recognized in public from YouTube a few times now, and one guy was like, "Hey, aren't you the guy that's like all the 1972 clips put together?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess that's the guy. I guess I'm that guy." The info leaks, yeah. Poor old Green Day Authority. Just not a lot going on these days. Do another song versus song. The Struts lost to the Offspring.
Coming next, a grind vibe you might appreciate, starting with Billy Talent.
Line and Sinker by Billy Talent versus Brain Cell Battle by Anti-Chimex. Billy Talent beats Anti-Chimex right now because I'm not Haven't got into their crazy catalog yet. Doom. Versus Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar. We got Threat Level Midnight versus You Should Be Dancing. Threat Level Midnight. Ooh, Billy Joe, Corpus Christi, is going up against The Summer of '69 by his friend Butch Walker. Poor old Butch. Nineteen rock show. She's gonna bang her head like it's 1988. Ugh. Got any more song versus songs, album versus albums? I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Go do stuff. Oh, I think it's dark. It's already dark here. It's so early. It's like 6:54 here. I'm going to go listen to the Bowling for Soup rock show. I think if they both were to come out in fully realized albums, I think, what would that mean? Because it would be like Cigarettes and Valentine would be their 7th album. And then, yeah, it'd be like an alternate history. I think 1972 would probably be the better album. Cigarettes and Valentines would be great. It would be kind of like American Idiot with an Insomniac feel without the big themes and storylines. 1972 would be like a lot of the more simplistic tracks from Saviors. I think 1972 would be better. I think it'd be better quality. Like, what if we got those instead of American Idiot and Saviors? That would be weird, right? I think we'd still be happy with Green Day. It just wouldn't be like they wouldn't be as popular. Or, you know what? People may have really liked Cigarettes and Valentines. Maybe they were wrong. Maybe they were wrong on both times. Maybe the world would be a better place with Cigarettes and Valentines in 1972. And instead, they gave us crummy American Idiot and Saviors. We'll never know. Well, maybe one day we will. We're going to hear them and be like, man, they should have dropped these instead. Holy crap. I think it kind of goes back to like Green Day albums kind of have to have variety, and maybe Cigarettes and Valentines in 1972 just didn't have the variety. There's just like punk rock songs, 12 basic punk rock or pop punk songs. I think Cigarettes and Valentines might be poppier than we have heard. Like in their book, Nobody Likes You, it says that it sounded like Insomniac or something like that. I don't think it sounds like Insomniac. She's gonna bang her head like it's 1972. Well, yeah, I could. We'll do one more. Deadsy, okay. Know Your Enemy by Rage Against the Machine versus Who the Hell Cares by Methods of Mayhem. That's so weird. I'm gonna give it to Methods of Mayhem. What a terrible, terrible band. Remedy by Seether versus A Pause by Lady Gaga. Seether beats Gaga on that one. Good Luck Babe by Chapel Roan versus My Happy Ending by Avril wins. Ew, this is weird. The Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang versus Harder to Breathe by Maroon 5. Bloodhound Gang is more fun to listen to. Ooh. More Human Than Human by White Zombie versus The Hell Song by Sum 41. Sum 41 wins. Anybody else? Anybody else? We got 2,000 people watching right now. 2,000 people. Holiday, Boulevard of Broken Dreams versus Bad Guy by the Interrupters. Maroon 5, one of the worst color and number. They are, how many color and number bands are there? They are a color band and a number band, and they're one of the worst of all. I remember it was so weird. I think I was dating somebody a long, long time ago, and I was embarrassed to like ask for something that I wanted for my birthday, and I was like, "Buy me Maroon 5 CD." I don't know if that's where that came from or not. I think it is. And now I'm really embarrassed that I asked somebody to buy me that. Songs About Jane. Rough. The Anthem by Good Charlotte versus Volvo Driving Soccer Mom by Everclear. Everclear wins that one. That's a weird one. Saturday Superhouse by Biffy Clyro versus Until I Fall Away by the Gin Blossoms. The Gin Blossoms were pretty good. I just did their catalog. They beat Biffy Clyro. I couldn't get into Biffy Clyro. Probably because I can't say it good. Gin Blossoms. The Nixons Sister versus Mean to Me by Tonic. Nixons beat Tonic. RoboCop is a half-breed sellout. I love it. RoboCop is a half-breed sellout versus Not Fair by Masked Intruder. That RoboCop song wins. Ooh. The Interrupters and Rancid Got Each Other versus A Little Bit of Love by Weezer. I'll give it to the Weezer band. May We All by Dispatch loses to Ever the Same by Rob Thomas. Rebel Beat by Goo Goo Dolls loses to Die Laughing by Therapy. Mm-hmm. That's I go listen to some music, charge my phone and stuff. Maroon 5. Yeah, they are a little better than yeah, they're pretty lousy. I'll admit I still kind of, if they release something new, I'll give it a shot, and I'm always angry that I did. They haven't done anything lately. I'm gonna I'm scared to do it, but Maroon 5, are they doing anything? Are they done? Are they done being a horrible band? Discography. They haven't done anything since 2021. Good night. Good night, Adeline. Yes, I think I'm going to go to. This has been a good stream though. We had like 3 people pop in at one point. That was awesome. All right, everybody, like and subscribe and comment and share, and you'll get a comment or something.